Hi and welcome to Current Balance Pilates class. Today we're focusing on our balance and improving our glute and core strength to improve these skills. Before we start, make sure that you choose the right level of exercises as they're progressing and work within your limits. Just listen to your body, see what works for you. Please prepare a folded towel and a pillow nearby, perhaps a chair for the balancing exercises with an extra support. So let's get started in standing. So just close your feet together completely, keeping your feet close to each other, toes are pointing forward. Open your forefeet a little bit and then open your heels to keep your feet parallel to each other. Soften your knees, open up the front of your hips, lengthen your spine and widen your collarbones. Relax your shoulders backwards and downwards. Gently nod your chin towards your neck and then lengthen the back of your neck. Imagine you have a book on the top of your head. Try to push that against rotation and lengthen your spine with it. And relax all the way. So try again, pushing up that imaginary book on the top of your head while you're relaxing your shoulders. Let your arms hang down by your side. Relax through the fingertips. And let it go, relax. Brilliant. Let's just pop your hands on your hip bones, front of your pelvis, and then gently tilt your pelvis forward and backwards. Let me turn to the side to show you from the side. So pushing your lower back slightly backwards and then arching your lower back forward. Just try to spend a couple of seconds in each of these and range movement to see is it comfortable or not. Flattening your lower back, pushing it backwards. See how you feel with this. If neither of that feels comfortable, then just ease that position and then find the middle position, so-called neutral lumbar spine position. So that's what we're aiming for to hold while we are practicing our exercises. Engaging your lower tummy muscles. Imagine you have two magnets on the inner side of your hip bones drawing towards each other. Pull up your pelvic muscles and hold. Draw the lower ribs down, activating your strong center core muscles. Brilliant. Let's hold that position around the waistline, lifting your shoulders up towards your ears and then relax down. Up again and relax down a couple of times. With every lowering, try to lower the shoulders further down, just ease the tension around the shoulders and keep them down slightly back, opening the front and upper part of your chest. Bend your elbows, palms are facing upwards. Try and hold this position and then open up your forearms as you exhale and move back to the center. Exhale, open, move back to the center. So we're going to just warm up our upper body with a few gentle movements. Reach side to side, turning your palms down, keeping your shoulders away from your ears, and then close your elbows and then your forearms. Open and then reach sideways through your fingertips. Close the elbows and then move back to the center. Few more of that. Keep the length of your spine. Imagine that book on the top of your head. Relaxing the shoulders. Visualizing shoulder blades are melting down on the back towards your pelvis. Brilliant. Let's do one more of this movement, reaching sideways. And then turn your back of your hands forward, reach forward, and then gently curl your back into C-shape curl position. And then open it up as you inhale. Curl forward, you exhale, inhale, opening up. Curl forward and opening up. You can bend both knees, fall over the hips into a mini squat position as you reach forward. Opening and then reaching forward. One more of them. Curl, hold that position, place both hands on the front of your thigh. Lengthen your spine, hold this position, it's kind of like squatting position. Let me just show you from the side so your back is nice and straight. You're going to slightly shift your weight backwards. So if you glance down, you can see that your feet are parallel to each other, toes are pointing forward, and then you see your toes, front of your feet. So hold this position and then peel one heel away and then relaxing down. Other heel away while you keep that low position. Exhale, raise the heel, inhale, lower. Making sure that your hips are stay level as you raise the heel, one and the other side. So you're going to keep the length of your spine and your neck looking slightly forward. Then your feet, maybe a half a meter or a meter. One more on that left. And then try to raise both heels up. And then push yourself up in a standing position, keeping your heels up. And lower the heels. Lower your weight down into that mini squat position. So peeling the heels away, extending the knees, lowering the heels, lowering your weight. Push up, lower, and then fold. You can reach with both arms forward, up, side, and then down on your hips. So heels, standing up, side, lowering the heels, lowering your weight. A few more of that. Try and carefully focusing on keeping your balance. One more. Brilliant. Lower your arms, lower your heels down. Great. Let's raise both heels up and then bend your right knee, lower the left heel. Push yourself back up and change. It's kind of like a walking movement, simply moving up and down with your body. Try to avoid swaying forward and backwards. So visualize you have glass in front of you. So you're going to just move forward and backwards. You can move your arms, opposite arm forward and backwards. So right knee, left arm moves forward and then change. Try to avoid swinging your hips side to side. So keep your hips level. You might need to hold your hands on your hip bones. That's a great feedback with this exercise. But if you certain that you have the right stability, then you can swing your arms forward and backwards, even above your head and behind you, lengthening your whole body. Brilliant. Let's bend the right knee, lower the arms, hold this upright position. Put your hands on your hips. Try to push yourself up and away from your left heel. And then open your right knee towards the side and moving back to the center. Opening side and then moving back to the center. So this is a great exercise, standing version of our climb. You can carry on with this level, or you can place your foot, the inner side of your left calf, and then do the same movement. Try to lengthen the distance in between your left hip and your right knee as you open up and move back to the middle. Open and back to the center. Open and move back to the center. Relax down, push your heels up, and then carry on with our walking movements. If you feel that you're too wobbly with the one leg standing position, then use a chair or step a little bit closer to your wall. Just a light support, just a light punch might help you to stabilize your position. So hold that position, keeping your left knee in a bent position, hands on your hips, lengthening your body, tucking your pelvis gently under, opening up the right front of your hip, and then open your left knee, moving back to the center. So try to keep pushing yourself up and away from the ground through your right heel, keeping the left toes on the ground. If you feel that you're too wobbly, maybe a support in front of you, or pop your foot up on the inner side of your calf, staring at one spot and engaging your core. It's always improving our balance. Concentration is key. So just try to arrive to this moment as you balance, moving back to the center and relax down. Carry on with our walking movement, raising both heels and then lowering one heel, reaching forward and backwards with the arms. Just to warm up our circulation as well. And we'll start by bending the right knee, relax the hands down, and then fold over. Hold this position. So we have a kind of squatting position, keeping the right heel up a little bit, but still supported. Your back is nice and straight, slightly inclined forward. So we're going to slide the right foot back and front by your other foot. Slide forward and backwards. Reach and back. Reach. Keep the connection. Careful the mat. If it's in a way. And if you feel that your balance is stable enough, then you can tap by your foot and then at the back, keeping the nice length of your spine. Carry on with that movement. Tap at the back, tap at the front with the tip of the toes. Keeping your left knee above the second toe, your back nice and straight. Hold your right leg extended at the back. Hold this position. You might need the support, use it. And then float your right foot away and relax back down. Float up, relax down. Just a little movement, making sure that you're able to keep the length of your lumbar spine, not overarching, but activating your gluteals. Very nice. We have one more of that. And then moving back. Brilliant. Push yourself back up. Carry on with that walking movement. Just easing that tension a little bit. As you do this walking movement, imagine you're walking along the high street, nice and proud. Nice long spine position. Lengthening. Keeping your pelvis tucked under your lumbar spine in a neutral position. So hold that position as you get there by bending the left knee, fold over, hold this position into a mini squat, and then slide your left foot back and front, keeping the right knee above the second toe, slide and front. Keep everything else motionless as much as possible. You can carry on with this sliding movement, keeping the connection with the ground, or you can tap by your foot and then at the back. By your foot and at the back. Little tap, 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 tap. Few more. One more. And reach back and hold. Engage your core. Keep the length of your spine. So lift your chest up. So you're going to look slightly further forward. And then float your leg up. And then lower down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift. And we have one more. Lift and lower. Push yourself back. Have a little rest. Just shake your legs a little bit. You probably notice that not just the moving leg, but also the stabilizing leg is working quite well on both sides of our hips. So it's a great exercise to improve our balance and stability. So keep it upright position. Let's just recap. Having your feet hip wide apart. Push yourself up and away from the ground. Pull your heels, all of the big toe, little toe. Try to contribute your weight evenly right and left side. Keep that nice length of your whole body. Brilliant. Then pull your right heel away and then pick up your left knee if you can do that. And then reach forward with your heel pushing away and move your knee back up. Reaching backwards with your toes. Knee up. Heel forward. Knee up. Heel, toe back, knee up, heel front. One more. You can even lower your weight as you reach your heel forward. Carry on with this movement, keeping your back nice and straight and upright. Brilliant. One more at the back. Reach up and relax down. So let's repeat this movement. Other side, push yourself up and away from the ground. Pull your left heel away, pick up your left knee. Reach forward with the heel and then knee up. Backwards with the toes and then knee up. Carry on with that movement. We show you from the side. Front and up. Back and up. You can have your hands on your hip bones, making sure there is no tilting or dipping either side. And then slowly lower your weight by bending the standing knee slightly, but keep your back nice and upright. We have one more. Moving back and center. Brilliant. So we're going to try and balance on single leg while we do other movements. So you might need that support. Float your right knee up and try and stand still on your left leg. Push yourself up and away from the ground. Open up your chest and engage your core. Stay at one spot in front of you at eye level. And if you can move your arms side to side, opening and closing your arms side and in front of you. To progress further, you can move your head and turn towards the right, move back to the center. Just follow the movement of your left and your right palm. Look into. You probably notice that your balance is a little bit challenged this way and relax down. So try to choose the right level of that movement. Push yourself up and away. Pick up your left knee, hold that position. You might need the support, use it. If you're okay with that, you can open your arms and close in front of your chest. Or you can follow the movement of your palms towards the left, towards your right, by turning your head. One and the other side. Moving back to the center and relaxing down. Brilliant. Shoulders backwards and downwards. Nod your chin, round your back, round your shoulders, and then just roll down halfway. Place your hands in front of your thigh, close your elbows by your side, and open up your chest towards the front. And round your back, rolling all the way back up into an upright standing position, relaxing the shoulders, lengthening the back of your neck. Let me show you from the side. So we have just half roll down, nice and loose, arms and shoulders, hands on the front of your thigh, open up your chest, and then round your back, move your pelvis forward towards your chest, and then roll back up into standing. Let's do one more of this. Look down, shoulders, up the back, mid back, keeping your thighs parallel, open up your chest, arch your back, then curl your back, and then roll all the way back up. Brilliant. Let's step back behind your mat. If you need to, you can just make sure your mat is in a correct position, nice and flat. And then do your forward roll down, reaching towards your knees, towards your feet, one bone at a time, vertebrae by vertebrae. Hold for a deep inhalation, and then slowly roll back up, building up your spine, tucking your vertebrae above each other, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your neck. Tilt your head forward, roll forward, pull your spine away from an imaginary wall. Hold for a deep inhalation, keep your knees nice and soft, and then slowly roll back up. One bone at a time. Keep that nice length. And then reach forward for the last time. Brilliant. Soften your knees. Reach forward with both hands and then bend both knees. Lower down the controlled manner, both knees on the ground, and push yourself up into a high kneeling position. Hold that position. If you need to, you can cushion your knees by using either your folded towel or your pillow under your knees, or you can just simply double your mat. Make sure it's comfortable, especially if you had a recent knee injury. So try and tuck your pelvis under and then relax. So same as we started this class, a little tilt of your pelvis and forward. Let me show you from the side. So you're going to tuck the pelvis under and relax, kind of like overarching a little bit, tucking it under, engaging your lower abdominal muscles, and then squeezing the sitting bones together and relax. You can push your tailbone backwards and then round your back, tuck your pelvis under, and then push yourself back up in a standing position. So you're going to have a fold and then a C-shaped curl rounding your back and then pushing yourself back up. One more of that. Okay, hold this upright position. So your lower back is nice and long into a neutral pelvic position. Your abdominals are engaged. We can emphasize that activation by leaning a little bit backwards from your knees and then moving back to the center. So your upper legs and your back form a straight line as you lean back. You can lengthen the lever, reaching over your head with one and the other arm. As you exhale, inhale, move back. Make sure that you're not losing that neutral position of your spine. Very nice. One more each side. and then moving back to the center. So we arrived to our gluteal challenge. So we're going to lean towards the right side, placing your right palm in the line of your right knee, extending your left leg in this straight line. So your right hand and your right knee and left foot forming a straight line. Hold this position, try to push your right hip slightly forward and then lift and lower your left leg. A few times. More. And then hold the hip height. Hold this position, keep the length of your spine, reach forward and backwards into our side kick in kneeling, leading with the toes, forward, heel backwards, toes forward, heel backwards. We have one more, very nice, hold in the middle and then start 6 circles in the line of your spine. So your pelvis and your chest are facing forward. We have 2 more circles. And then reverse. Hold. One more. Brilliant. Let's lower your heel slightly towards the front. And our last exercise in this position, lifting in a half circle, reaching backwards with your toes. So lift and twist, heel to the front, lift and twist, toes to the back. Few more of that. We're aiming for another 6. All together. One more. Brilliant. Move your foot in the middle. And then push yourself back up. Bend your left knee. Turn your foot 90 degrees towards the short end of your mat. And then rotate your lower leg, right lower leg as well, tucking your toes under. So you end up in a half kneeling position, placing both hands on the front of your thigh. So try and tuck your pelvis under, lengthen your spine, and then have a good grip. Push yourself back up in the lunge position. Find a nice and suitable distance in between your feet, and then slowly lower and push yourself up a couple of times. Very nice. We have one more. Hold. Tuck your pelvis under and relax. Tuck your pelvis under, small little movement. Peeling your right heel away and relax. Tucking the pelvis under, try to extend your right knee, pushing your heel slightly backwards without overarching your lower back, without letting your pelvis tilt forward. So keep your pelvis tucked under in an upright position, reaching the heel back and relax. You can open up your arms, curl forward, back of your hands to the front, open up, curl, and open up your arms. One more, open, and then relax your hands on your hips, turn into a 10 to 2 position, another 90 degree towards your right. Opening up your knees and the inner arches of your feet. Imagine we put nice blueberries on each side, tucking the pelvis underneath, slowly lowering your weight, pushing yourself back up. Slowly lower, push yourself back up, keeping your back nice and upright. Imagine that wall behind you. So you're just simply sliding up and down. Hold this position about halfway. Tuck your pelvis under and relax. So tuck your pelvis under and hold, opening the knees. So if you glance down, You can see the toes on inner side of your knees, and then raise your right heel, lower the right heel, tuck your pelvis, open up your chest, left heel, and relax, pelvis, right heel, relax, pelvis, left heel, relax, very nice. Let's curl forward. So we did in lunge position and open up, push yourself back up. Curl forward, round your back and open up. One more. Try to drive your heels together. And our last one for good luck. Opening up, relaxing your hands on your hips. Turn towards the right for another 90 degree. Both toes are pointing towards the short edge of your mat. Tuck your pelvis under, bend your left knee, fill your left heel wide, and then lower, push yourself back up. You can keep your hands on your hips, on the front of your thigh, actually pressing your palms into your thigh would help you to engage your core and then keeping your form. One more. Hold about halfway, keeping both feet pointing forward, tucking the pelvis under. Hold that position and try to extend your left knee, pushing the heel away, and then tucking under a few times. You might feel a nice touch in the front of your hips. Front of your left hip is completely fine. We need a little flexibility on our other hip flexors to be able to engage our gluteals. So curl forward and open up as you push your heel back. Curl forward, tucking the pelvis under, open up. One more. Open up, very nice. And relax your arms down. So lower your left knee, brilliant. And then tilt your lower leg sideways and extend your right leg. So we end up in a kneeling position, opening up our chest and tummy towards the front. Your left hand, left knee, and your right foot forms one straight line parallel to your mat. So we can carry on with our lift and lower, keeping your pelvis nice and motionless. We have 3 more. Relax the shoulders. Keep your right knee pointing forward. Also your toes. Relax down. Lift up hip height. And then reach forward. Toes forward. Heel back. Forward and back. Front and back. Nice and stable through your pelvis, upper body. One more. Brilliant. 6 circles from your hip. Last circle. Nice. Other way around. Keep a nice length. Last circle. Reach forward with the heel, lower down a little bit. Engage your core. Try to push your lower hip forward, so left hip slightly forward. And then backwards lift with the toe touch at the back, heel touch at the front of your mat. Imagine lifting your leg over a big ball. Last one. Front and then back. And then close your knees. Brilliant. Reach forward and across. On the left side with both arms. Fold over, sitting over your heels. Hold this cross tight position. Try to move the weight of your hips towards the left side. Reach forward and across with your right arm. And then walk across in front of your mat. And repeat on the other side. So try to push your pelvis over your right heel. Reach forward and across with your left arm. Have a nice stretch, making sure it's comfortable. No discomfort or pain. Very well done. Moving back to the center. Brilliant. And then lie down on your front. So have your small cushion prepared. Place it underneath your forehead. And then relax your arms by your head or under your forehead again. Tuck your pelvis under, activating your gluteals and activating your lower tummy muscles in this position. Bend both knees, opening them up, and then find your feet. Try to place or touch both feet or soles together. And then try to press both soles together, moving your lower abdominals away from the ground. Probably you notice as you push your heels, your soles together, your gluteals are working extra hard. If you can even float your knees up without overarching your lower back. Very nice. We have one more. And then relax. Extend both legs. Keep your feet hip distance apart. Keep a neutral spine position, tucking your pelvis under, and then bend your right knee. Relax down. Left knee in a bend position. Relax down. Same movement again. Hold that position, pointing the toes. And then bending slightly again towards the end of the movement, flexing your foot, leading with the heel, and then pointing the toes again, extending the legs. So we have three little bouncing movements at the end of range. So we have one pointed, and then flexed foot, and then pointed, and extending the knee. Few more of that. Point, flex, point, and extend. Bend, point, flex, point, and extend. You can carry on with this movement, or to create this exercise, as you reach forward, you can float your knee and your legs slightly up and away from the ground as you extend your knee and then lower down, making sure that you're able to control your pelvic position so you're not tilting your pelvis forward. So keep the nice length of your spine. Your tailbone is reaching towards your heels. Reaching and lengthening and relaxing down. So bend, point, knee, heel, point, and reach and float and relax down. As you reach, lifting your leg, you can keep that top half of your thigh in connection with your mat. It's advantageous and way, avoiding overarching your lower back. So we have one more each side. Last one. Brilliant. Reach and lengthen. Great. So, keeping your pelvis tucked under, reach forward with your right arm and then backwards away from the ground with your left leg, lift and lower. Other way around. Keep the length of your spine. Just lift your leg. You can feel that your glute also activated, and you still have the connection with the mat, with your upper part of your thigh. So we're not lifting very far. Try to focus and imagine length rather than height. Very nice. We have one more each side, finishing with the left arm, right leg combination, and then relax your arms down, slide your palms underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes under, push your pelvis up, and push your upper back up into an all-fours position, and shift your weight backwards into child's position. Have a little stretch, reach and hold for a few deep breaths. Deep inhalation and long exhalation. In this position, just try and relax. You might find it more comfortable if you open your knees side to side. Actively push your palms into the ground, keeping your arms straight. One more deep inhalation. And a long exhalation. As you inhale, you're going to lower your elbows and shift your weight slightly forward. So we end up in a forearm supported all-fours position, relaxing your legs and feet on the ground. So keep your knees hip wide apart, shoulders above your elbows, and then your forearms are parallel to each other. So just gaze in between your elbows, making sure that you keep the length of your neck. You're not extending your neck backwards by looking forward. So try to hold that position. You can curl your back a couple of times upwards and downwards just to hold that middle position somewhere in between. And then engaging your core, raising your right heel backwards, keeping your knee in a 90-degree angle, and then lowering down. A few more of that, lift and lower. Try to find your balance in this position. And then keeping your left heel above your left knee. One more, lift and then lower. So we're still working on this leg, reaching, sliding your foot backwards and lifting up straight. Then lower your foot and then bend your knees, sliding by your other. Lift, slide and lift, lower and slide back. Reach and lift, and then slide, reach, and then slide. One more. Hold your foot up, your leg in a straight position, and then you're going to simply lower your toes and then raise your heel. Lower the toes, raise your heel. Keep your tummy engaged. Long lumbar spine position. Lift and lower. One more. Lift and lower. Hold this lower position and then simply turn and rotate your leg one side and the other side. So turning your heel towards the side and then towards the middle and the length of your leg. You can carry on with this movement, or you can lift your leg up high and then twist in the length of your leg inwards and outwards. Little movement, little funny movement. Need to get a hang of it. Okay. Slowly lower and then try the other way around. So let's repeat this on the other side. Same idea, you can comfort yourself by using your folded towel. So we're going to lift our left leg in a bent position, keeping the knee 90 degrees, and then your right heel above your right knee. Very well done. One more. Lower the knee, and then slide your foot, reach away, lift, lower your foot, slide your knee back. Reach and lengthen, engage your core and tummy, and then slide back. Reach and lengthen, and then slide back. One more. Slide back, holding that position, keeping your legs straight, lower and lift up. Lower and lift up. Lower, lift. Engaging your gluteals, making sure that you keep your lower back nice and long. One more. Brilliant. Lower down and then rotate your heel towards the side, keeping your knees straight towards the back. It's important to keep your knees straight, not twisting from your knee, but from your hip, either on the floor, on floating, or floating your leg up, and then twisting in and out. Very nice. Good job. Brilliant. Relax down. Shift your weight back, pushing your hips slightly towards the right side, having a nice stretch of your gluteals, and then towards the left side, similar as we did earlier. And then move back to the middle, push yourself back up into all fours position. Do a couple of arch and cone, running your back, then arching your back as far as you're comfortable with. And let's join the upper limbs into this movement. Hold the middle position, nice and neutral in terms of your lower back. Slide your right foot backwards, left arm forward towards the end of your mat, and then center. Opposite way around, reach, and then center. Very good. Reach, center. You can carry on with this movement, or you can reach and float your palm and your foot away from the ground. Reaching and lengthening, and relax. Reaching and lengthening, and relax. Brilliant. So right leg, left arm, hold that position, engage your core, move your knee towards your chest, elbow towards your knees underneath your tummy, round your back, and then reach forward and backwards again, and relax down. Forward and backwards, reaching with right arm, left leg, curl, elbow and knees are meeting underneath your tummy, reaching forward and back again, lowering down. A few more of that. Curl. And then reach and lengthen, shoulders and hip height, and relax down. Reach and lengthen, curl underneath, and then reaching again, relaxing. One more each side. You're doing great. I hope you're still with us. And relax. Last one. Finishing with the left leg, right arm combination. And then relaxing down. Brilliant. Let's roll over and then lie down on your back. Keeping your feet close towards your pelvis, knees in a bent position. Check your neutral spine position, hold in the middle. Engage your core, pop your hands behind your head, and then lift up your chest and your hands, and relaxing down. Lift, and then lower down. Lift, and lower into our abdo prep position, keeping a little gap under your lumbar spine. Relaxing down. Brilliant. Let's move your folded towel away from your head, or just lower if you need a higher level of support under your head. And then tilt your pelvis underneath, and then pull your spine away from the ground into a shoulder bridge position. Hold for a deep inhalation, engaging your gluteals, and then slowly lower down from the top towards the bottom of your spine, and then relax. Tilt and tuck under, roll and reach up, holding that position, and then relaxing down. Careful, these movements, if your lower back is sensitive, you may lift with a straight lower back. Might be more comfortable for you. You can try. One more time. Try and hold your pelvis up in the air, keeping your pelvis tucked under, engaging your gluteals. Raise your left heel and then relax. Right heel and then relax, making sure that your pelvis are staying in the same level as you lift one and the other heel. We have one more of this, and then slowly lower down towards your sacrum. Very nice. Let's do one more of a similar movement. So you can carry on with heel raises, or you can lift your foot one and the other side, but making sure that you're not dropping your hips on either side. We have one more each side. Little lift, relax, and then lowering back down. Very nice. Brilliant. Let's cuddle your right knee. Have a little rest and stretch, extending your left leg, and hold this position for a few deep breaths. Try to push your left heel and your right knee away from each other with care as you exhale. Gently move your right knee towards your left shoulder across in front of your chest. To emphasize that stretch at the side of your right hip. And then with your left arm, you can twist towards the left side and then rotate over. So your right lower leg is on the left side of your mat. Hold that twist. For a few deep breaths, you can roll your head towards your right shoulder, opening up your arms side to side. And then supporting your knee with your left hand. Move it back in the center position. Lower your foot and engage your core. Bend your left knee and then cuddle towards your chest, sliding your right heel away. Reach and lengthen with your right leg. Hold. And just enjoy that stretch for a few deep breaths. Crossing your knee over towards the right shoulder. Emphasize that stretch at the side of your left hip, making sure there is no discomfort. It's just a comfortable, nice stretch. Very well deserves a little rest. And then twist further towards the right side. So left knee moves towards the right side of your mat. Open your arms side to side. And then try to relax your left shoulder down towards the floor. Same as your left knee down towards the floor on the opposite side. Rolling your head over your shoulder. Looking over the left shoulder. And then slowly moving back to the center. Lowering your foot down, bending the other knee, and roll over on your side and push yourself up in a sitting position, facing towards the short edge of your mat. Bend your left knee, cross it over your right leg, and then cuddle your knee again. We've done quite a lot of gluteal roots today, so we need a little bit of extra stretch around this area. You can twist a little bit further, hopping your left hand behind your pelvis, and then hold that twist. So you cuddle your right knee, you cuddle your left knee with your right arm, and then twist over your left shoulder. Brilliant. Move back to the middle. Extend both legs, reach forward, and then bend forward as far as you're comfortable with. Hold for a few deep breaths. With every exhalation, try to relax your chest towards your legs. You might need to sit a little bit higher position using your cushion. If you feel it's too tight at the back of your legs, it's completely fine, or you can keep your knees a slightly bent position and just fold forward as far as you're comfortable with. Or roll back up, relax your shoulders down, and then cross over your left leg. The right foot goes over. Cuddle your right knee with your left arm and then twist over the right shoulder and right side of your mat to have a nice stretch on that right side of your hip as well. Few deep breaths. Keep the length of your spine, back of your neck nice and long. Imagining that book on the top of your head. Try to work against its weight. And relax back into the center. Brilliant. Let's turn over. You can keep your knees in a bend position or straight up, whatever is a comfortable sitting position of your choice. Relax your shoulders down and push yourself back up. Just curl your back and then arch your back into an upright position. Hold it upright. Engage your core and slowly push your lower back backwards slightly to find your neutral pelvic position. Relaxing your shoulders backwards and downwards. Nodding your chin gently. Opening your arms side to side and then tilting your head towards the left. Hold that nice stretch. You can flex your arm and then reach away from you slightly downwards with the heel of your right hand. To emphasize that stretch. And then move back to the center. Nod your chin down, keeping your spine nice and high. Chin on chest. Relaxing the shoulders away. Then move back in the center, look forward. Feel towards the right. Extending your left arm. Flexing your foot. Flexing your hand. And then reaching the heel of your hand away from your shoulder through the whole length of your arm. Very nice. Moving back to the center, reach both arms up and above your hands together, and relax in front of your chest. Brilliant. So that's it for today. Very well done for completing this class. I hope you enjoyed these exercises. So try to imagine this book on the top of your head to keep the length of your spine in your day-to-day life, and pick a couple of gentle balancing exercises to improve your core and gluteal strength. Thank you so much. See you next Monday. Have a nice week. Take care. Bye.